Hey, beautiful souls. So, I had to come talk to you guys today about remembering who we are, knowing that everything that we need, we have in us. Like, we're born with every single thing that we could possibly need in this lifetime. Like, it's just about remembering those skill sets and talents, because as these gifts and talents start to be revealed to us at this time, it may seem like I know nothing about this. Like, I know nothing about this skill that you are revealing to me, Spirit. That is my soul's mission and purpose. I know nothing about this craft, right? But as we indulge in that, right, as we're being obedient, as we hear from our spirit and we hear like what it is that our gift is, our purpose is, as soon as we start doing it, it's gonna be like a rush of like a memory of a remembrance of it, or find yourself picking up on those skills really easily. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that I had this capability of like picking up on this so easily, because it's more of a remembrance of like your skills and capabilities, because everything that you need to know that you have is already in you. It's just bringing it back up to the surface. So once you start, and once you actually start doing and practicing whatever it is that you're hearing your spirit calling you to do, it's gonna come so quickly, because it really is just a remembrance of a skill that you already have. So we have to remember who we are. And that does go back to the inner work. And that goes back to just self belief in ourselves, right? Because it may be for a lot of us, we're hearing some really remarkable things, some things that we're like, there's no way I can do that. Don't be intimidated by that. Walk into that with full faith and belief, and then just start to go and do whatever it is that you're hearing, because you'll see that those skills are already in you. You're just remembering them, you're picking back up on them, and they're going to be really easy to grasp and learn once you are actually obedient to the things that you feel a call into, right? You're going to realize that, oh my gosh, I can do this. Yes, you can. You've been doing it. You've been doing it. So now it's just a remembrance of, I have these skills and capabilities. Remembering who you are. Remembering that we're not just this body and this flesh, that we are so much greater than, right? We're so much bigger than just this piece of meat here and this skin. We have a soul that has a mission and a purpose and a calling. And when our soul's purpose is revealed, because we have those limiting, as humans, we have those limitations that we put on ourselves. The only person putting limitations on what you can do is you. So once we stop doing that, once we stop putting limitations on ourselves, the doors are going to open. So many miraculous things are going to happen. But first, it takes us to believe in ourselves and to believe in our capabilities, right? So we're not putting limiting beliefs on ourselves. I know that the things that we're hearing are like crazy, like where you might not even want to share what you heard you should do next. You might not even want to share that with anybody. You might feel like nobody's gonna believe you. You might feel like, because you don't believe in yourself. And that's the only reason you would, keep it a secret, keep it like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm hearing that I'm supposed to do. But this sounds crazy. This sounds like everybody's gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy, or everybody's gonna be looking at me like, well, what make you think you can do that, or why would you do something like that, or what's bringing this about. So sometimes it's important that we walk in silence, because the people that are around us are on our journey. Our journey is individual, and we don't want to get distracted by or influenced by anybody else's opinions about what we should or shouldn't do. When we are spiritually connected, and we are connected to source, and we are seeking guidance from source, and we hear something, it's only select people that you're going to be able to share this with. It's only select people that you're going to be able to lean on in these times, and like just have conversations with about your thoughts and what you're planning on doing, because not everybody's gonna understand it. Not everybody's gonna resonate with it. They're gonna think you crazy. They're gonna say, what in the world are you doing, child? But honey, you do it. You just do it in silence. You don't have to tell anybody what you're doing. You just do it. It's going to pay off for you. You're going to see that as soon as you start it, it's going to flow. It's going to become so natural to you. It's going to be so natural to you because it's already in you. You already have the skills. You already have the capability. It's just that you haven't honed in on it. You haven't even believed in yourself enough to start it. But as soon as you believe in yourself enough to get started, you're going to see that the doors are going to open. You're going to see that it's so much easier than you thought. You just put yourself out there and be quiet about it. Because everybody doesn't need to know what's going on right now. Everybody doesn't need to know, you know what I'm saying, the next step in the mission and the purpose, the soul's purpose. Like, everybody doesn't need to be privy to the information. Some things just, we gotta just do. Because if we don't, and we tell the wrong person, they're gonna be like, oh no, I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to rethink and reevaluate and we don't need that. We don't need that in our lives. If you don't have somebody in your life telling you that you can be and do anything that you want, and do not limit yourself, do not put limitations on you. Don't allow other people to put limitations on you, right? So if we get to the point where we're believing in ourselves and we're not limiting ourselves, I'm daggone sure not about to tell somebody else that I know is going to try to put those limited beliefs back into my psyche and feed me some BS, because that's what it is. Because they don't know, because they don't believe in themselves, because they don't believe they can do it. Doesn't mean that you can't. Doesn't mean that we can't. We're going to do what we're called to do. We're going to keep it on the low because nobody needs to know. And we're going to do it, and we're just going to show up and show out. That's what I like to say. Just show up and show out. Just show people. They don't need to talk about it. Just do it and then come out and show people. Then after the fact, because it's always easy to believe when the success comes in, right? And then you can tell your story like, this is what I was led to do. These are the steps I took to get here. And then this is the outcome. And then hopefully you have somebody in your corner that supports you. If you do have somebody in your corner that supports you for this crazy thing that you're hearing that you need to do, then that's a wonderful thing. And if you don't have anybody, baby, you got me. And I'm right here telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Don't let anybody put doubt in you. And don't put doubt in yourself. Because if once you get to the point where it's really about your self-doubt in yourself, because once you get to the point where you believe in yourself, I don't think that nobody can really come in, unless they hold really high regard in your life, can come in and make and persuade you to do something different, or persuade you that this isn't the right thing for you to do. And maybe it's just not meant for you to tell that person. If you don't have anybody, you can tell me, honey, because I'm going to push you and I'm going to encourage you to be obedient, because I know that that's always paid off. I know that always comes back full circle, and we always get blessings from that. So everything that you have, remember who you are, because you already have it in you. Things are being revealed in these times. Things are coming up, and I'm gonna be honest, it seemed kind of scary, because you know the things that I'm hearing about me, I'm like, Lord, I don't know. I don't see how I'm supposed to get started with this mission, or how this is going to come full circle for me. But I'm not scared about it. I might be keeping it a little on the low right now because nobody needs to know, but I'm not scared about it. I'm not scared about it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold my head up high when I do it. I'm going to do it already knowing that it's going to work out and it's going to be successful. I'm going to do it already having experienced the feeling of the success prior to even starting the mission. That's the key. We got to do whatever we need to do, whatever the visualization that you do in your meditations, or whatever you need to do to feed yourself, to get that momentum up, to make you feel like It's already done. It's already successful. You already blew up. You already are there. We have to feel that first. We have to already experience the emotion that we're going to go through when it does happen. Once we get to that point where it's like we've already felt the emotion, we've already lived through that emotion, we know it's going to happen at that point, because you have to, they say like, I got to see it first. No, that's not the way it works, honey. You have to feel it first. You have to pretty much feel it into your reality. You got to say it, you gotta think it, you gotta feel it. You have to, it's a whole package here. You already really have to feel like you've experienced it from an emotional standpoint. You already got to give your praise and your gratitude for the situation that hasn't even come into fruition yet, in order for it to. So we already got to start off like excited. We already got to start off like in a sense of knowing that this thing is going to happen for us. So whatever it is, I know it sounds scary. I know it sounds like, why are you telling me to do this, Spirit? Why is this such a heavy calling on me? Why do I feel this so intensely in me? This thing doesn't make any sense. Or this thing is something I never thought I would be doing. Or this thing doesn't, if you told a regular human, it wouldn't make any sense to them. If you told your friend, your neighbor, they would be like, what are you doing? But you have to do it. You have to know that you have a divine calling on your life, and that what you are being led to do is specifically for you. It's specifically for you and not for anybody else. Don't get distracted. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Once you get that spiritual connection with the Most High and the Most High gives you your mission, honey, just do it, baby. Don't tell nobody about it. Just do it and watch it pay off. And then watch how all the floodgates come in. Then everybody going to want to know what you did and how you did it. But now it's just a quiet time. Now it's just a time for you to do the work. We did the inner work. Now it's time to do some physical work behind the inner work. And it's just time to be quiet and to be calm and just to be obedient and do it. Not everybody's going to need to know what's going on right now. So that's just the message that I got on my spirit, just to tell you, beautiful souls, to remember who you are. Know that you have every single infinite possibility already in you for this life, and that sometimes quiet is key. Silence is key. Sometimes you can't share everything with everybody. They may not understand, and they're on their own spiritual journey. They're on their own path. They're going to get their divine intuition, their divine mission that their soul has when it's their time, right? And so now it's just your time. Now it's our time. So now we just got to do what we are called to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Go in silence and just do it, and know that you have a support system here. And if nobody else tells you, honey, you got this. We're doing this thing already. But just know that you can't tell everybody everything, because they don't understand once you know. Like once you've gone through this journey, once you're going through this journey, if you have somebody that you're on your spiritual journey with, it's a wonderful thing. And you can share certain things with those people because they understand how it works, and they wouldn't dare tell you not to do something that you are saying that your spirit is telling you to do, or that you are being led to do by the Most High. They wouldn't dare tell you that you shouldn't be doing that if they are on this journey with you. So if you have somebody like that, by all means, I wouldn't say, you couldn't talk to that person. But if you don't have anybody just yet that, has been placed in your life for you to go through this spiritual journey with, then you just do what you need to do and do it on the low. Nobody got to know. So I'm here for you. If you have any questions, or put it in the comments below if you need any support in anything. Just encouraging words. If you don't have anybody in your corner that's gonna support you through these crazy times or this crazy mission that you're hearing, I'm here for you. I'm going to support you. Nothing is too crazy. Nothing. I haven't heard anything that I do have a friend that told me something kind of like that she had to do that was kind of like, I'm glad it was her and not me. But if it was me, I would just be obedient and do it. So, I mean, hey, do it, y'all. We're doing it. Remember who you are. Remember that you already have it in you. Don't be scared. Don't limit yourself. Don't put those limiting beliefs on yourself, because nothing matters. Like, everything is already divine. Just walk in your divineness, walk in it, and everything is going to come full circle for you. You're going to get all of the blessings that are meant for you. Everything that you've already been through in your life, everything that you've already gone through has led you to this moment, has led you to where you are now. Nothing is by mistake. Everything is divine. So everything that you've gone through has led you to now. If you are hearing a clear message of what you do, of what you need to do next, and that has brought in emotion of fear, just sit with it for a second, calm yourself down, tell yourself there is nothing to be afraid about. Tell yourself that you have all of the skills that you need to perform this next thing, this next mission, to do this thing. You already have every skill that you need. You just have to remove the doubt and fear that you place on yourself. And then daggone sure don't tell nobody that's going to try to put some doubt and fear in you. Once you've already removed it from yourself, you've gotten over the hardest obstacle, and that's believing in yourself. So once we get there, just do the things that we need and we feel called and led to do, and watch them pay out for us. I'm super excited. I had to come share this with you guys because I know that there's another beautiful souls, plenty of beautiful souls out there that have gotten their message, and they may be a little intimidated by it because I sure was. But just know that you got it. It's already in you. Just do it and watch it be successful, and tell me about it. All right, beautiful souls. Until next time. Bye-bye.